Hi guys, it's Manager Kylie, and in today's video I'm going to go through all the different rules of field hockey. So today I'm going to go through the details of field hockey, what the gameplay is like, and some of the different specific rules for field hockey. But if you're interested in more sports administration videos just like this, definitely hit the subscribe button, turn the bell so you get notified every time I upload, as opposed to a new video every single Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So to start off simple, field hockey has two teams around 16 players, and they play 11 on 11. That is one goalie, 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 3 forwards for each team. And if you're interested in learning more about the positions, I will have a video linked up in the iCard showing the different positions in field hockey. And the basic goal of the game is when time runs out to have more points than your opponent. The only way to do that is to score goals. So to score a goal, you have to shoot the ball when you're within the 15-meter arc, and the ball does have to fully cross the goal line into the net. Now the breakdown of the field is about 100 yards by 60 yards, and there are a couple lines on the field. There's a center line, 2 lines at 23 meters on each side, and then a 15-meter arc with a dashed arc 5 meters out from that 15-meter arc. So to play the game, once offense has the ball, their job is obviously to get it up the field. There's a few different ways they can do this. They can pass the ball out the field so they can hit it on the ground to one of their teammates. They can lift the ball if it's safe to do so. You have to make sure that there's no players within 5 meters of you if you want to lift the ball up the field. So that's using your stick to get it up into the air and pass it up that way. Or you can just dribble it yourself. You have to use the flat side of the stick, and everything in field hockey you do have to use only the flat side of the stick, but you can dribble the ball with that flat side of the stick to get it up the field. Now defense is obviously trying to stop you from getting the ball, so they can do a thing called tackling, and that's when they try to stick their stick in there and get their body in the way to steal that ball from you. They can do this from the side or from the front. They just can't come up from the back to try to grab that ball from you. They can also intercept passes and do all of that. Their goal is to just get the ball so that they can run their own offense. The game is played in 2 35-minute halves, and if it needs to, it can end in a draw, or it can go to overtime or penalty shots. Penalty shots are usually each team gets 5 players. They have 5 opportunities to score a goal, and they have 8 seconds kind of one-on-one with the goalie to score. Now a few more detailed rules of field hockey. We're going to start with substitution. So subs can be made at any time and they're unlimited. The only rule for substitution is that the player that is exiting the field does have to come off first. So when they come off the field, then the entering player can come on. A free hit is something that is awarded to a team when the other team kicks the ball or touches the ball to any part of their body. This just causes everybody to spread out a little bit, and you have a free hit to try to hit the ball up the field as far as you can get it, and then use that to run your offense. Dangerous play is when there's some sort of body contact or stick contact. That can be dangerous. If you swing a high stick while there's people around, you try to lift the ball when there's people around, that can be considered dangerous play. And there's a few different cards that you can get depending on how severe the dangerous play is. So field hockey actually has a little green triangle card, and that's your kind of warning card. So that's more of a warning. Sometimes it's a 2-minute penalty that you have to sit out for. They then have a yellow card, and this is either a 5 or 10-minute penalty, and your team does have to play down a player for that time. And then your worst is your red card, and if you do get a red card, you have to sit out for the rest of the game, and your team has to play down a player for the rest of the game. Now, if you as a defender hit the ball out of bounds behind your own net, that becomes a corner for the other team. So you put 4 defenders in the net, and the other team lines up around the arc. Somebody hits it out from one of the hash marks that's near the net, and they hit it up to the top of the arc, and their team tries to score on net. Another way to score is through a penalty stroke, and this can happen if you are fouled while you have a clear ability to shoot on net. So if you're coming up the field and somebody comes from behind you and fouls you, that can be a penalty stroke. There's a little dot on the field in the arc. You place the ball on that dot, and you have 1 shot on net, just you and the goalie one-on-one to try to score. And that does add another point to your team if you are able to score that. And one last rule is third-party obstruction. So unlike basketball and some of the other sports, you can kind of set a pick for your teammate. If you're dribbling up the field and there's a defender on you, your teammate cannot get in the way of that defender. The defender has the right to defend you, and it has an opportunity to be able to get to the ball. Your teammate can't come and run in between or set a screen or anything like that. The defender has the right to get to that ball, and your teammates have to stay out of the way. So it's kind of you're playing one-on-one. You can't have a teammate come up and try to get in the way of the defender. So those are just some of the basic rules of field hockey. If you have any questions about field hockey, leave them in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Definitely check out that positioning video to figure out what position's best for you in field hockey, and definitely check out the playlist I'll have linked at the end with the rules for many different sports. And if there's a specific sport you're looking for that I haven't done yet, definitely let me know in the comments down below as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys next Wednesday.